Manoj. On behalf of the Kolkata International Film Festival Committee, June Mania, proficient actor, would like to felicitate you. Thank you. We'll go on to the master class. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, from now onwards,
I'll keep quiet and
no. I'm not asking you to be quiet, but you can join my gang.
Yes.
So you can ask Manoj question definitely. Straight on. He just said that I thought that he would say some bad things about you. He didn't. In your absence.
That we reserve for
Okay.
private.
So he said you're an actor who contribute. And of course, we all know about that. You are
He said he's
co-filmmaker,
almost like a co-writer.
co-writer.
So he writes the film along with me.
How do you co-write a film, Manoj?
There are few directors who have always given me that freedom. One is definitely his prodigy, Anurag Kashyap. Ramu used to give me a lot of space. Somewhere, all of these directors, they realize that I work very hard when I'm preparing for it. So I'm in a better situation to look at any scene or any shot from an actor's perspective, and and all the sharing and the exchanging notes that when that happens, the director gets the confidence that he understands the script and he's really not going to ruin whatever it's written. Rather, it's only enhancing it. So it's over the years you gain each other's trust. Yes, what happens that in our country improvisation is used so badly. It's misunderstood. Improvisation is used by an actor either to overpower the scene or overpower the other actor, and that always backfires when it comes to the vision of the director. It always backfires. Improvisation is always to do with enhancing and adding and contributing the scene or the shot.
Nasir used to say acting is an act of sharing and not a wrestling match.
Not a wrestling match.
Yes.
Because there are two actors. If there are two actors in a shot, both of them will playing their respective parts. So there cannot be a wrestling match, but together it can be collaborative. So, and if the director makes that atmosphere collaborative, it is good for everyone. It is, if I as a senior actor, help creating that atmosphere, it is good for the entire film, the entire shooting process. I think that is why because I enjoy acting. I'm in love with this craft. So many times people ask me, why don't you direct? No, this story is not ending. What to do? I get completely fired up when there is this.
Like some of these people also he understands, and like many others, some police are before him, and understand that when the scene works, that they work. And it's a synergy, and when all the scenes work and they all work, then the film works. And then that's why I call them co-writers. Because they contribute to the entire film, and they're not just worried about themselves. And the signal that they give goes to the other actor, and it enhances his performance. It's not just him.
Thank you. Yeah. So as we are talking here right now, this arrangement has been specially made for you. Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, believe you me, because there was so much of interest to hear Manoj Bajpayee taking a master class, that we had to do this. The authorities thought that we would do it here in the open forum.
But can I ask the audience here, Which language you prefer? Because see, I know very little bit Bengali, but Hindi or English?
English, Hindi. English is fine. हिंदी क्या बात
तो दोनों में बात कर ले.
हाँ, दोनों में बात करो.
Mix.
एकदम
Mix. थोड़ा.
So मनोज जी, the thing is, you have been inventing and reinventing yourself as an actor. You know, आप जब साथ में बैठे रहते हो ना, कि पता नहीं चलता कि you're a landmine. You're absolutely a landmine of an actor. You can कभी भी आके burst कर सकते हो और आस-पास में कोई नजर नहीं आएगा. That's what मनोज बाजपेयी is. And ये ऐसे नहीं होता सर. You know, there's so much of respect the country has gathered for you, people like you, because there are very few people in this country to whom we can look up to. Do you agree with me or not?
I don't know that मुझे पता नहीं कि
But there are very few people in this country to whom you can really look up to. But in the likes of Manoj Bajpayee, who fulfill our desires of wonderful acting, incredible acting, you know, I was saying a while back, there are quite a few directors out here that he is a dream for every director, right? Shubro, Rajoshi, it is Raj, that we would all want to work with him. It's not so easy. So hence, you have kept yourself bloody relevant till now. How long have you been acting and you are relevant and you are making your relevance felt by the day? How do you do it?
Okay. पता नहीं, लेकिन मैं जब कोई रोल आता है अचानक से और मुझे लगता है कि मुझे इसका पार्ट होना है, then I don't look right or left. I just kind of start immersing myself, start preparing for it, start finding ways to do it and do it well. मेरे सामने और कोई चारा ही नहीं होता है कि मैं इधर उधर देखूं और पूरा समय 24 घंटा, अगर मैं 24 घंटा जगा हुआ हूँ तो वही सोचता रहता हूँ. तो थोड़ा सा मेंटल हूँ मैं इस मामले में, थोड़ा पागल टाइप का जब प्रिपेयर कर रहा हूँ. मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं, I never thought that I have to be relevant. I kept on focusing on the job in hand and I always offered surrender to it completely when I have been preparing for those goals. And there is nothing else that I did to really do anything extra to be relevant.
What is also incredible about you is that you're not just working with established directors. Now in Joram, you're working with a relatively new person and then you're giving it all. You're also making it possible for that film to be made.
Yes, so you nailed it actually. So what I have realized that this industry, तो ध्यान से सुनिए कि इस इंडस्ट्री के पास में हम जैसे एक्टर्स के लिए कभी उनको पता ही नहीं था कि what to do with these people, what to do with their father, what to do with me, what to do with नवाज. So हम जैसे देखते थे वैसे ही रोक देते थे. एक बार नवाज ने कहा कि मैं गमछा पकड़ के थक चुका हूँ, मुझे सूट पहनना है. तो उसने बहुत सारी फिल्में इसलिए की क्योंकि उसमें सूट वाला कैरेक्टर था. So we were just tired, exhausted for the industry not to have vision, for actor like us. So we were left with no other option but to look for the talents outside, look for the script, look for the directors who were excited, for Manoj Bajpayee to be part of it. So in that process, I realized that I found some really great talents. And this year, you will not believe, this year 3 films of mine, which garnered so much of, so many great reviews and so much praise and applause from the audience. 3 of them are all new directors. Like it started with Gulmohar. That was Rahul Chitela made his debut with Gulmohar. Then सिर्फ एक बंदा काफी है Apurva Singh Karki. He made his debut as a director. Then Devashish Makija, who already made his third film with me. So I feel that there is a new voice.
That's right.
There is a new vision out there. Dhoni wouldn't have happened to be seen had BCCI not changed its strategy. BCCI said, let's go and find the talent. Don't let talent to find us. That is when you started getting such great players from the small towns and the villages. And I think even actors who are established, if they want to do something a little new with them, because after a point I also get tired, right? Or what should I do with myself? Unless there is a director who has something new and challenging for me. So that's the only answer I can think where these new directors are helping me to stay relevant because their expectation is not the same as many of them.
How many of you have seen his Joram?
अभी जोरम देखे नहीं है आप लोगों ने. Joram is just released. Yes, seen many of them. So Joram has released. आप लोग जाके देखिए, बहुत ही कमाल की फिल्म है. It is getting a lot of great reviews. हम आप में से कितने लोग जाएंगे देखने के लिए जोरम? Oh, that's so encouraging. Thank you very much. Oh, Gautam, please. आप लोग भी देखिए, please watch. It's a film which needs a lot of support in a time when mainstream is really killing it at the theaters. It's a great film. That much I can assure you.
Sir, I'd like to ask you a very basic questions. I can definitely call you a magician on the screen. But as an actor, as an actor of your caliber, how important do you think training, learning, homework is important to be an actor? Is training important to be an actor? You are from NSD and then you had your theatre background. So I'll just ask you, all those who wants to be actor, what should be their stepping stones towards acting career?
I think training is the most important thing. But sadly, there are very few institutes, which teaches acting as a craft. Very few. And there is National School of Drama, but it has limited seats. There is FTII, it has very limited seats. Okay, but what you can do, you should do theatre. People are not doing theatre continuously. Calcutta, we should come to perform here. The same place. I have performed here so many times. Now, because of this digital distraction and immediate exposure, immediate fame, okay, for 2 days, people are making reels and they think that they're acting. That is the irony of the time that we are living. Training requires your 24 hours passionate preparation for your craft. We've done 10 years of theatre before going to Bombay. Now tell me how many of the people who really want to get into it will be ready to give in 5 years? Not many. Because there is this digital explosion that has happened. Now they can always make a podcast or video blog and put it out there on YouTube or make a reel and start counting the likes that they are having. This is a pure distraction. You can't have, in future you will have very, very few good actors. In future you will have very few directors. Because of, not having patience to train oneself. Not having patience to spend some time in learning or doing theatre. And that's the only thing I say. Many people come to me and tell me that, sir, mera kaam dekh lo. I want to become an actor. I say, I don't want to watch anything. Please go and spend some time, at least 2-3 years in theatre. And that will be enough. Sudhir sir knows how many years we've given to theatre. and there used to be no distraction. There used to be only Doordarshan, and that was it. But that was an advantage for us. But in this time, how many people can afford not to have those distractions is something that I keep thinking about.
There are quite a few budding actors out here. I would just like to continue with what you were saying. Yeah, you wanted
Can
to
I just continue along with what you just answered? Now, today, at your stature, do you still feel the challenges of being an actor? I mean, what are those challenges? The roles which can be difficult. Do you feel any difficulty, or do you prepare yourself even at this stage? What inspires you? Can we know about that?
Oh, I still prepare, and rather I would say that now I prepare much more. Yes, because more, I mean, more the older you get, the alertness of your brain.
I'll help you with that. You prepare much more because you consider yourself more responsible.
And not only that, I always feel that I'm somehow this thought keeps coming to me, and somewhere I'm losing the edge.
दो परफॉर्मेंसेस तो सबकी हो जाती थी पहले दो की इसके बाद मनोज बाजपेयी होना पड़ता है after the third performance the fourth performance that's where the skill and the training
Actually, I'm getting back to the responsible thing once again. How पहले जब आप काम करते थे शुरू में तब इतना रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी शायद है नहीं लेकिन उतना लेकिन जितना आज है
पहले एनर्जी बहुत था,
एनर्जी बहुत था
मुझे पता नहीं चलता था कि इस एनर्जी का करे क्या।
लेकिन अभी आपका रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बढ़ गया कि
अभी हमको पता है कि उसको चैनलाइज कैसे करना है। अननेसेसरी का मुझे मैं खड़ा क्यों रहूं, जब मैं बैठ सकता हूं तो खड़ा क्यों? Why should I stand when there is a chair to sit? Earlier it was completely reverse. Let the chair be there. I'm not going to sit. I'm going to be standing. So that's the advantage of youth or disadvantage you can say. But in our age now, you've seen so much that life has taught you so much, and now when things start becoming predictable, that is when actor's job comes to make it look unpredictable. And for that you need to prepare.
True. In continuance of the discussion that was going on, I was going to ask you that there are quite a few budding actors, promising actors. This is the most difficult stage of an actor. To wait, to incessantly wait. जब काम नहीं मिल रहा है, जब वाकई आप खुद को समझते हो कि मैं तैयार हूँ, लेकिन फिर भी काम नहीं मिल रहा है, उन एक्टर्स के लिए वो पेशेंस के बारे में आप क्या कहोगे?
See, it's very easy for me to give gyan to people, but there is an immediate need that they have to meet, and that is paying the rent, paying for the food. Okay, these are the immediate needs that they have to really think about. I'm not talking about that. And just to answer your question, I would say that in Mumbai, I always tell people, if you can't do theatre, you have come from Delhi after doing theatre or doing a lot of job. If you can't do theatre, join a workshop or prepare on yourself for the opportunity that you might get in future. You can't be expecting your director to really conduct a workshop before every shot. So I am not preparing for today. I am preparing myself. I am working on myself. I am finding time to work on myself. Like there was there exercise. सुधीर मैं आपको बताऊँ एक exercise मैंने इजाद किया था कि I used to find a news item in the newspaper and create a story out of it and give myself one role and keep working on that role all day. And when people used to come in the room, all my actor friends, to drink or to party, I used to tell them, first you see what I have prepared, then only I'll serve you whatever you want to be served. So they used to become my audience. So what I was doing that if people are talking about my improvisation, it's because I have worked a lot on that aspect of that. Because that was the only way I could prepare myself in my own aloneness. So if I'm traveling in a bus, I'm only thinking about that character. I'm making a scene out of it and then showing it to the people in the end. So you in your free time when you are not acting, that is when you are actually working. That people don't understand. Because if you work on yourself today, you get one small opportunity by Mr. Sudhir Mishra and you will hit it out of the park. But if you're not working on yourself, like any machine, you are rusted. Duh. Yeah, it will come and go. Okay, Sudhir sir will be happy. He will say, okay, Tata, bye bye, thank you very much. It was very nice working with you. But you will not leave any impression in your director's mind. So I personally feel that you have to work very hard when there is no work.
ऐसा एक कहानी की जिक्र कर सकते हो आपकी जिंदगी से जहाँ पे ऐसा कुछ कमाल किया था आपने आपके डायरेक्टर के साथ?
एक मैं इंसिडेंट बता सकता हूँ कि एक बार किसी ने कहा मुझे कि असिस्टेंट डायरेक्टर ने कि ये लाइन बोलो मैं तुमको शूट करूँगा। तो मैंने करीब 4-5 लाइन्स आई वाज गिवन and I kept on telling him to take one more. Then he was completely blackmailed by me in taking 21 takes of it, 21 variations. Because I was very nervous. I didn't know which one they might like or might not like. So I went on giving one take after another of different variations of the same 5 lines. Okay? 21 variations. After that, he got angry with me. What do you think, that I'm your servant who's sitting here and taking or shooting your lines? You're not a famous actor. So he lost his cool on me. So it's like Mr. Mahesh, but I every day I was assisting him, and every day I used to prepare something and ask him to roll the camera just when the lunch is announced, and I forced him to watch my performance. One day he really got upset. He said, "You are an assistant director. तुम अपनी औकात पे रहो. तुमने मुझे थका दिया है रोज के रोज यहाँ पे परफॉर्मेंस दिखा दिया के. बाजपेयी मैं तुम्हारा क्या करूँ? तुम बहुत अच्छे एक्टर हो लेकिन मैं क्या करूँ? मेरे पास कोई काम नहीं है तुम्हारे लिए."
Con was a very different and
Con is a very interesting incident that has happened. So Mr. Ram Gopal Verma wanted me to prepare in a certain way, in a very serious way, and I was not convinced. So since Ram Gopal Verma has given me work opportunities, so he was like a mentor to me, and I could not open my mouth. I was so indebted, always indebted, grateful. So I kept on preparing, but I was not convinced. On the day of the shoot, when the shot is being, prepared, I finally went to him, and Anurag was also there. He was the writer. I said, "Sir, I'm not convinced. I think I'll do it differently." He said, "No, don't expect right now. We are going to take the shot, first shot." I said, "Please, sir, please watch me perform, and then you tell me." And I performed. When I performed, literally, Mr. Verma and Anurag Kashyap, both of them jumped up. And he said, No, forget about that, now do it this way. Now, we are going to shoot now. So everything that I prepared, it had to be negated. Because it was already negated in my mind. I needed Ramu's approval. But that's how, few of us are, passionate and mad, crazy.
कितने crazy हो आज के दिन में कैसे करते हो? Do you go to your director and give 21 variations or 42 variations, or do you go to the
okay, so there is
absolutely when you were doing Family Man?
So there is a new exciting director. You must have heard about him, Kanu Behel. He made Titli. So I just worked with him, and Kanu Behel 15 टेक के बाद वो शुरू होता है. Now 15 takes he warms up. Then he starts taking. So he stops only at 35, 35th take or 38th take or 40th take. So initially I used to just feel exhausted after 20 takes. Then I realized that I'm getting a chance to better myself. So I kept on going on. And one day the cameraman said, "Sir, he okayed the shot, okayed the 35th take. Why you asked him one more? Why you asked for one more? My back is giving way, and my back is completely gone. I'm carrying this camera, sir." I said, because whatever he was taking, he could not, the shot that the take he has okayed, according to me, was a bad take. So I wanted to take. I was looking for one more good take. But what has happened, sir? If you don't enjoy all directors and their process and their method, then what's the use of being an
So what
actor?
you are trying to say is you make a psychological study of your directors and you adapt to their demands and needs.
Definitely, it's their vision. If Sudhir sir is taking me in his film, it's his vision.
The same with a director and an actor.
Yeah.
I have to adapt to whatever best suits this actor and then best suits that actor. Because it's not a generic term, no? There are actors and actors and actors. You don't handle actors, you work with them.
I'm trying to ask these questions. For this, I can see young faces all around. And
I'm so excited looking at
I'm
those
asking the questions on behalf of all of them. I think these are your questions, right? Yes. So,
अब कुछ पूछना है तो आप पूछ सकते हो.
हम आएंगे आपके पास, हम आएंगे.
आप पूछ सकते हो.
So, a while back, you were saying that BCCI changed its strategy to accommodate Dhoni.
Not only Dhoni, the young player.
Yes.
Young, talented.
Yeah.
Cricket was, it was limited into the urban cities or the cosmopolitan cities. Mumbai, Calcutta, Bangalore, Chennai, and Bangalore. So, Delhi. But Dhoni was not in Delhi. Dhoni was from Jharkhand. So they changed the strategy and they decided to go to the talent rather than talent looking for them.
So, ये रहा BCCI.
हाँ.
Indian cinema is right now changing its strategy and has been changing its strategy because of actors like you.
I mean, if they are changing, it's a good news because.
Don't you feel so?
No, it's a good news. I mean, look, you can ask Sudhir sir or Anurag. I keep recommending new actors because I'm in touch with them.
Manoj ji, I'll just interrupt. आप बोलो whether I'm saying it, and you guys also tell me whether it's right or wrong. Now, in India, we can think about a complete film with Manoj Bajpayee in the lead, with Pankaj Tripathi in the lead, with Rajkumar Rao in the lead, with Irfan Khan in the
With
lead. You keep missing Irfan. He was such a lovely friend. Nawaz, of
Yeah.
course. So ये हो रहा है, ये बिल्कुल बदल गए हैं. आप ही लोग बदल चुके हैं इनको.
Right.
So that is what I am saying.
Bilkul, it's high time that this film industry changes its approach of casting. This whole debate about conventional and unconventional, this is all I think is all futile now. The talent is talent, at the end of the day. How he looks and where he's coming from, how does it matter? Bandit Wing, yes.
Bandit
Bandit
Queen
Wing,
casting, the way
yes.
at that time, it was probably a very, for independent directors also, pitching a project with these actors. I think, sir, the way you did in your film, Hazaro, and obviously Bandit Queen.
Before that,
Before
every
that.
time people change, some people brought up Om Puri. And
Shyam
then
Benegal.
there was a hit. Shyam Benegal
Yes.
changed a lot of things. So then,
Satyu.
unfortunately, we keep going back. you know,
So,
some
at
things
that
change
time-
and then some things go back.
Yes, but the challenges were, they were much bigger at that time.
Huge, I mean,
yes.
and then there's sports of it, so then Manoj, Saurabh, Irfan, Nawaz, you know, followed by Rajkumar Rao, people like, there's so many of them now. And you are right, I mean, these people are, and the films become far richer, no? They're able to, I mean, you can write a scene, but then you have to have an actor capable of adding the layer to the scene, the depth of the scene, the interpretation of the scene. I mean, if the